friends. So good to be back together again with everyone. Thank you for joining. I always love getting to meditate with friends, so thank you for being here. This is our weekly guided meditation based on the teachings and techniques of Paramhansa Yogananda. I'm a disciple of Yogananda and was initiated into the path of Kriya Yoga by my teachers at Ananda Village in California. And tonight we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We've gone through about 9 weeks here of going through our shadows and transmuting our shadows into light, into gifts. So I thought that we would have a little bit of a celebration here tonight, a little bit of a lighter practice where we're going to be working with some of Yogananda's poetry that he wrote, and one of his direct disciples, Swami Kriyananda, turned them into some really incredible guided visualization journeys. So tonight we're going to be working with some of those visualizations tonight, and we're going to be celebrating the natural world as well as the astral and the imagination, as well as the stages beyond that where we connect with the oneness of what we really are beyond the body, mind, and senses, beyond all visions. So this will be a fun one here tonight. I hope you guys enjoy it. We are here to really enjoy nature, to enjoy this life. Yogananda said that we came here to learn and to be entertained. And that is what we're meant to be doing here, is to learn and to see this whole life as a movie, and to really love being alive and really love every moment that we have here on earth, and also not to be attached to it. So we're going to be using these guided visualizations to really enjoy nature, really enjoy our inner worlds, and then also to let go of those at will and to be able to become set free from that at any moment so that we're not hanging on to it. We're going to be practicing a few elements tonight. So we're first going to just stretch out our lower backs to help us to sit in meditation practice a little bit better. And so the couple of stretching exercises. And then we're going to be using what's known as the super conscious living exercises, which is a combination of physical movement and out loud affirmations to help us to get into a spirit of enthusiasm for our meditation, and to see this not as a grim duty, but as something that is nothing more fascinating. There's nothing more interesting that we could be doing right now. So let's begin by just stretching out our lower backs together, starting with Cobra Pose. It's a simple stretch. It's like a push-up. And you're just pushing up with your knees on the floor and just stretching out that lower back. You can feel that energy, that stretch there. And then when you feel ready to, we'll move into Child's Pose, just stretching our backs in the opposite direction, hoping the energy to flow. Feel ready, we'll make our way up to a standing position. So for this exercise, we are bringing enthusiasm into our evening together here tonight. And I would like to say, as Yogananda would tell everyone, that if you want to be enthusiastic, then you should act enthusiastic, and then you are enthusiastic. So let's bring enthusiasm into it. And the first affirmation that we're saying together is, I am awake and ready. So feel that for yourself. You're awake, you're ready. I know what it takes to carve out time to come and do this. So let's put all of our attention into what we're doing here together so we can get the most out of it. And it's an exaggerated marching step, and we're saying together, I am awake and ready. 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 I am
awake and ready. I am awake and ready. I am awake and ready.
Feel yourself more awake, more alive, more ready. The next affirmation is, I am master of my body. I am master of myself. Let's the first one, actually we're going to do the one before that, which is, I am positive, energetic, enthusiastic. So we're bringing positivity, energy, enthusiasm, and it is a choice. We are the masters of our bodies, we're the masters of our minds, and we choose to be happy. We can choose to be happy, we can choose to be sad at any moment. If you are unhappy, no one in the world can make you happy. If you choose to be unhappy, and if you choose to be happy, no one in the world can make you unhappy. So this is, I am positive, energetic, enthusiastic, and the movement is, I am positive, energetic, enthusiastic. 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 One more. I am positive, energetic, enthusiastic. Feel that for yourself. Positive, energetic, enthusiastic. Bringing that into our practice tonight. The next one is, I am master of my body. I am master of myself. So we are not these bodies. We are the masters of these bodies. We can heal ourselves. And we can be the masters of our minds. We're not slaves to our minds. We're learning to train our minds, learning how to concentrate and to focus. The movement on this one is we're wrapping our knuckles onto our arm all the way around across our chest. And we're saying, I am master of my body. I am master of myself. I am master of my body. I am master of myself. I am master of my body. I am master of myself. I am master of my body. I am master of myself. I am master of my body. I am master of myself. I am master of my body. I am master of myself. Feel that for yourself, affirming that. Now let's awake our body cells. Yogananda said that your body is like an atom bomb of energy. We're all vibrating energy patterns. This entire universe is vibrating energy patterns. He said that every square inch of flesh on your body has enough energy to power the city of Chicago for a week. So feel that. You feel that. You are vibratory energy. And it's like we're in a shower here. We're waking up all of our body cells. This is the movement. And we're saying, awake, rejoice, my body cells.
Awake, rejoice, my body cells. Awake, rejoice, my body cells. Awake, rejoice, my body cells. Awake, rejoice, my body cells. Awake, rejoice, my body cells. Awake, rejoice, my body cells.
All over.
Awake, rejoice, my body cells. Awake, rejoice, my body cells.
Last one.
Awake, rejoice, my body cells.
Feel your body now. Tingling, vibrating. Really feel it. Now let's wake up our brains. We can command our brains to be happy, to be glad. The movement on this, we're going to wrap our knuckles onto our skull and we're going to say out loud, be glad, my brain, be wise and strong. Be glad,
my brain, be wise and strong. Be glad, my brain, be wise and strong. Be glad, my brain, be wise and strong. Be glad, my brain, be wise and strong.
One more,
be glad, my brain, be wise and strong.
Feel your brain more alive. We're glad. Synapses connecting. And now let's relax our scalp. And we're going to massage the scalp now. Up and down, back and forth, around in a circle one way, around in a circle the other way. Going all over the scalp. And we're going to say, awake, my sleeping children, wake.
Awake, my sleeping children, wake. Awake, my sleeping children, wake. Awake, my sleeping children, wake. Awake, my sleeping children, wake. Awake, my sleeping children, wake. Awake, Awake, my sleeping children, wake. Awake, my sleeping children, wake.
Feel yourself more awake, more alert, more alive. All of these different elements helping us to go from this physical plane that we've been existing in all day, help us to move into the inner world. And when you're ready, we'll make our way to a seated position. So today we're going to be connecting with some really expansive poetry that has been transformed into guided visualization practices for us to go on a bit of a guided journey together. And this is going to be a practice, really this is also meditation. When we're meditating, we are focusing our mind and concentrating. There is a difference between just simply concentrating on something and meditating. We can concentrate our focus on anything in life, and that will really help us to master things that we do in life. So as we learn to practice and focus our concentration in meditation, that helps us with anything that we want to learn, anything that we want to master in life. You know how they say that we really put only a small amount of our attention on what we're doing at certain times. And the great masters can focus their attention on things very, very strongly. And so you can really bring that to everything that you do in life to be able to really, really do the best work that you possibly can in life. But in meditation, we are focusing our minds on the divine. We're focusing our minds on that expansion. We're focusing our minds on that which goes beyond the body, mind, and senses into the divine realm. So with this poetry that we're going to be working with, as we tune our attention and our direction, you want to keep that same focus that we would do when we're practicing Hong Sa. We're keeping our minds focused on the meditation. Keep your mind focused on these words, and when you find your mind drifting, keep coming back to it, because these words really are written by awakened masters that are in samadhi while they're writing poetry, and helping us to also attune to that samadhi, which is bliss, that awakened state that they can slip into so easily. They say that the awakened masters have more trouble staying in the physical body than just ascending to bliss all the time. So a lot of times they do things to keep their attention here in the body to stay focused. They say that Yogananda, Swami Kriyananda, when he would be walking with him, sometimes he would have to hold him steady, because he said that his mind is in all of the people and the creatures and everything. So he would forget which body, forget that he was in that body at that time. So sometimes Swami would have to help him walk. So we are now allowing ourselves to connect with that state of samadhi. We're going to be going through a little bit of a journey here. We'll be connecting with nature and our imagination, connecting with the moon and the light of the moon, moving into a letting go of all of the physical things that grasp our attention, allowing us to expand our consciousness to the furthest boundaries of eternity, where, as Yogananda says, I, the cosmic sea, watch the little ego floating in me. And it's a really beautiful thing that there's really no reason why we can't also attune to these states of consciousness. It's really showing us that we really don't even need any of the stimulants or drugs or things like that to get to these states. We can do it on our own. And when we learn to practice this, we can learn to really feel the oneness of all creation, which is always available to us. I wanted to read some words. This is from a book called Metaphysical Meditations from Paramhansa Yogananda. This is really, within these couple paragraphs, really includes the real essence of meditation. So listen to these words from Yogananda, an awakened master, talking about learning to meditate. This will help us in our practice tonight. He said, meditation is the science of God realization. It is the most practical science in the world. Right? Because most people don't think of it as a science, so they don't think of it as a practical thing. But what is more practical than realizing what you really are? It is the most practical science in the world. Most people would want to meditate if they understood its value and experienced its beneficial effects. The ultimate object of meditation is to attain conscious awareness of God and the soul's oneness with Him. What achievement could be more purposeful and useful than to harness limited human faculties to the omnipresence and omnipotence of the Creator? God realization bestows on the meditator the blessings of the Lord's presence, peace, love, joy, power, and wisdom. So these are the divine qualities. When you want to know if you are in tune with God, when you feel peace, love, joy, power, which is energy that we feel within us, and wisdom, tuning to wisdom. Meditation utilizes concentration in its highest form. Concentration consists in freeing the attention from the distractions and focusing it on any thought in which one may be interested. So that's concentration, freeing from distractions and focusing on anything that we might be interested in. And meditation is that special form of concentration in which the attention has been liberated from restlessness and is focused on God. So that's what we're doing here in our meditation. We are freeing the attention, liberating the attention from restlessness and focusing it on God. And that is how we feel the divine qualities, which are peace, love, joy, power, and wisdom. Meditation, therefore, is concentration used to know God. So we're using our concentration in order to know God. And that word God, if it's a hang-up for you, as it was for me for many years, we're really talking about the primal force of all creation. We're talking about love. We're talking about what we really are, the higher self. We're talking about what Yogananda, the word in India for God is Satchidananda, which is ever-existing, ever-conscious, ever-new bliss. So meditation, therefore, is concentration used to know ever-existing, ever-conscious, ever-new bliss. And the more that we tune into this and we feel this and we connect with these divine qualities, we begin to realize that this world around us is a very, very beautiful and wonderful place that is full of that ever-new joy that we're seeking. Every moment is new and fresh. This world is full of infinite fractals that we can explore with our senses. When we start really attuning with that, we start to really just be so in awe of every moment that we get to be alive, that we get to be conscious. And this is what we're practicing and connecting with. Maybe with a medicine journey, psilocybin, you get these glimpses of what that's like, and you just start to be enamored by the world around you, just how wonderful and beautiful it is. Well, this is what we're practicing in meditation, is to be able to connect with the wonder of life. And the yogis and the swamis who reach this state of ever new joy, it's just every moment is just so fascinating for them. In response to the love of exalted devotion, God has manifested himself in various cosmic forms. He also manifests himself in truth, in divine qualities, in creative power, and beauty in nature, in the lives of great saints and avatars, divine incarnations, and in the soul of every human being. So God is already within us. We are that. We're realizing that we are really God looking through these eyes and experiencing life through this body in this really special, unique way. Your life is so special and different and unique than anybody else's life, anybody else's story. And God wants to experience all of those different stories. So separates himself into all of these souls, and then be able to explore the universe, which is, from our meditations together, that this entire universe is a manifestation of bliss. That's the primal force of all creation, is bliss. And bliss, or joy, wants to share itself with another. So whenever you're experiencing something joyful, and you say you're on a vacation and you're seeing something spectacular, don't you wish there was somebody there to share it with? you're eating something great, where you're having a great meal, don't you want to have somebody there with you to experience it with? That's why we take so many photographs. We want to share it with other people. So imagine if that one primal force of all creation, which is bliss itself, would want to share itself with another. And that's how this whole universe began, was the one becoming two and the two becoming three, and this entire world of duality. And in order for there to be anything, in order for there to be shadow, in order to be light, there has to be shadow as well. So whenever we're experiencing this world, that's why there is the heroes and the villains, the good and the evil, and the ups and the downs of life. This is the great movie. Think about the movies that you enjoy. They are because there's those ups and downs. So if those movies didn't have great plots and the heroes weren't facing tragedies and difficult things, then that wouldn't be an interesting movie. So Yogananda really talked a lot about movies, how this life that we're in is just like a movie, and we're supposed to experience it in that way, with even-minded cheerfulness. And to go through life in that way really is the way of the awakened masters. Thus, meditation on any of these concepts brings deep realization of the omnipresent absolute, of him who is ever existing, ever conscious, ever new bliss. And because meditation gives direct perception of God, it raises the practice of religion above the differences of dogma. This is a word from Swami Kriyananda on meditation. He said, "The secret of inner peace is giving joy rather than demanding it from others." Let that one sink in. Giving joy. So if we don't have that joy to give, we can't give it to others. But really the best thing that we can do in life is give joy to others. So often we go around judging everybody else, demanding that they give us joy, demanding that they be great, rather than really tuning ourselves into being able to receive that joy and to help share it with others. And the more that we do that, the more that we really enjoy our life. And that's what we're going to be practicing here in our meditation tonight, is filling ourselves with joy and then letting that joy share and ripple out and emanate out from our hearts. The world needs your love. And this room here, of us gathering here together, it's like throwing a pebble in the middle of a glassy lake. And you throw that pebble in the middle of the glassy lake, and the ripples move out all the way to the edges of that lake. That's like this world that we're living in. Don't feel like you can't do anything about it, that you can't make this world a better place. You can. It's about uplifting yourself, and then you uplift the world around you. The more that you do that, this is your movie. You are actually a projector. The more you uplift yourself, the more beauty that you see in the world. The more downtrodden that you are, the more angry and upset, the more that you get distracted by all the news and all the negative things in the world, and you get caught up in that, the more that's what you see in the world. We're not all living in the same reality. We're not all living in the same movie. You're in your movie. You can uplift your movie, and that's what we're doing here together. We're learning how to uplift ourselves and to be able to see a more beautiful world around us. Feel yourself balancing, harmonizing masculine and feminine forces within you. Let's invite the great masters who are here with us, invoking their names, invoking Spirit, invoking the Divine Mother, invoking Heavenly Father. Be here with us in our meditation. Divine Mother, Heavenly Father, dearest friend, beloved God, great masters of self-realization, Jesus Christ, Babaji Krishna, Lahiri Mahashai, Swami Sri Yukteswar, beloved Guru Paramhansa Yogananda Ji, great saints and sages of all traditions, Humbly, lovingly, we invoke your presence. We call on you to help us in our meditation, to help us to focus and to concentrate on these words that point to your infinite, eternal peace, joy, love, wisdom. Help us to unite with you so that we can feel that oneness. We can realize what we really are and that we never need to be afraid in this planet, on this planet, in this earth. Set us free from distractions. Help us to feel the peace of this moment as your peace washes over us. Bring us your focus, your concentration as we unite our egos with our higher self so that our independent human will and the divine will become one. When we unite our independent human will and the divine will, nothing is impossible for us. We attune with what we came here to do. We learn to be happy, free. Help us to unite once again. Help us to remember and overcome our spiritual amnesia. Help us to feel your love, your joy, which is always flowing to us, always available. Divine Mother, awaken your love in us and teach us to awaken that love in all. Om, peace. Amen. In our meditation practice here tonight, we're just going to open by relaxing, releasing the tension in the body. Very, very powerful way to quickly release the tension in the body from Yogananda. We're going to be using a short technique here that will help us to get our minds into a focus. We're going to be inhaling through the nostrils to a count of 6, holding the breath to a count of 6, and then slowly exhaling that breath through the nostrils again to the count of 6. All along, we're going to be keeping our gaze uplifted to the point between the eyebrows. So in preparing for our meditation, if you can, sit upright, sitting with our backs in a straight line, our heads parallel to the floor. Our palms are upturned at the junction of the legs and the torso. We're going to be keeping our gaze uplifted to that point between the eyebrows to get a sense of that area at the point between the eyebrows, which is known by the yogis as the spiritual eye. You can imagine a mountain range in the distance, seeing that mountain range. You can imagine a light at the top of that mountain and just lifting your gaze up to the top of that mountain. You can feel already the rising energy in the body as you bring your gaze up. It's not a strain, you relax into that, just lifting the gaze gently to that point. So now with our palms upturned at the junction of the legs and the torso, sitting with our backs in a straight line, let's relax and release the tension in our bodies. You've carved out this time for yourself. We've pushed pause on the movie of our life that has been playing outside this space. We're on what Yogananda tells us to do. He says, go on worry fasts. So, as you're in here, we're on a diet. No worrying. No worrying allowed. Let it all go. You're allowed to do that. Our minds are just always going, always worrying, always thinking. And we're never really living, never really being, never really experiencing the wonder of life. So let go of all of your projects, all of your deadlines and your cares and worries, all of your obligations and duties. Here we are doing the most practical science, connecting with God, learning to concentrate and to focus on the higher qualities, which is our true nature. So let's relax and release the tension in the body. This is a short and long double inhalation. We're going to tense all the muscles in the body in a low, medium, high tension, vibrating with willingness, and then we throw the breath out with a we relax, we release, and feel. And when we relax that tension, what you're feeling is the energy flooding into your body through the medulla oblongata at the base of the brain, that soft spot at the back of the skull. When you relax and release the tension in your body, that energy is pouring into your body through the medulla oblongata there. So feel that energy and let it relax you. Yogananda said there's no better way to relax the body than what I'm about to show you now. So let's do that together. Go ahead and take in a normal deep inhalation. Breathing in and all the way out. And now double inhale and tense. Low, medium, high tension in all the muscles, vibrating with willingness, and exhale. Relax, release, feel that energy coming in. Enjoy it. Again, inhale and tense. Low, medium, high tension in all the muscles, vibrating, and exhale. Relax, release, feel that energy pouring in. Again, inhale and tense. Low, medium, high, vibrating just a bit higher, and exhale. Relax, release, feel. Feel that energy now pouring into the body, tingling, vibrating your body cells. Relaxing. Now, with the gaze uplifted at the point between the eyebrows, we're going to do a few rounds of measured breathing, inhaling slowly through the nostrils to a count of 6, holding the breath to a count of 6, exhaling through the nostrils to a count of 6. So throw the breath all the way out. And now, very slowly through the nostrils, inhale. Hold. Exhale. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Inhale. Hold, keeping the gaze uplifted to the point between the eyebrows. Exhale. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Last round. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Now breathing normally. Focusing, concentrating on these words. In the same way that we focus and concentrate when we're riveted by movies. So much more beautiful, the theater of our mind. Yogananda said if we could watch our life like a movie, we would be a perfect yogi. So use your attention, your awareness, your focus. Call on your inner self right now. Call on these masters who are here to help you to focus. Feel their vibration in this space. Yogananda has been said to have a vibration of joy. Begin to feel a vibration of joy in your heart as we move into this practice, which is such a beautiful journey. Appreciating life and being able to let it all go at any moment so that we can expand our awareness, expand our consciousness to enjoy that which is so much more beautiful than hanging on to anything. Call on your higher self now to be with you. When you find your mind drifting, just bring it back to the practice. Don't beat yourself up. Don't worry about it. Just anytime you find yourself drifting, just bring it back to the practice and reattune. We're imagining ourselves now in a nightscape, glowing moon overhead, vast space and stars. Mix your mind with the moonbeams. Wash your sorrows in their rays. Feel the mystic rays spreading silently over your body. Over trees. Over vast lands. Behold yourself under the moonlight, standing in an open landscape with still eyes. See beyond the land of visible scenes and beyond the horizon. Let your meditation run past the realm of the visible lands to the lands of fantasy. Spread your mind from the moonbeam visible objects, now to the dim stars and distant skies lying beyond. In the eternal stillness of the ether, all throbbing with life. From this vantage point, Watch the moonbeams spread, not only on one side of the earth, but everywhere in the eternal region of your spacious mind. Meditate on the cool moonbeams of your calmness until you perceive everything with the moonbeams. Race over trackless skies, and in realization, perceive everything under the moonbeams. Mountains, forests, valleys, ancient pyramids, villages, temples, cities, deserts, everything. Now, as you listen, mentally repeat these words inwardly. Inwardly, mentally repeating. Goodbye, blue house of heaven. Farewell, stars and celestial bodies. Goodbye to the dramas projected on the screen of space. Goodbye, flowers, with your traps of beauty and fragrance. You can hold me no longer. I am flying home. Goodbye to the warm embrace of sunshine. Farewell, cool, soothing, comforting breeze. Goodbye, entertaining music of man. I stayed long, reveling with all of you, dancing with my verily costumed thoughts, drinking the wine of my feelings and my mundane will. I have now forsaken the intoxications of delusion. Goodbye, muscles, bones, and bodily motions. Farewell, breath. I cast thee from my breast. Goodbye, heartthrobs, emotions, thoughts and memories. I am flying home in the plane of silence. I go to feel my heart throb in Him. I soar in the plane of consciousness. Above, beneath, left, right, within, and without. Everywhere. To find that in the nook of my space home, I have always been in the sacred presence of my Father. Now, feeling the formlessness of your being, you are sitting in the center of eternity. Just as you have seen the searchlights throwing up beams of light into the sky, feel now that you are throwing a searchlight of love that is emanating in all directions from your heart. Throwing this searchlight of love over the universe, everywhere. The entire universe is covered with the searchlight of your joy. Feel that. The world needs your love. So the hearts that are filled with the darkness of fear and hate may be dispelled by the searchlight of your love. Meditate on that. like a river flows through you. Peace, like an ocean, heaves in you. You are bathed in the ocean of peace. You are a searchlight of boundless love. You are throwing a searchlight of love from your heart. See this light pouring over our city. Our state. Our country. The oceans. All countries flooding the earth with the searchlight of love, dispelling the darkness of fear and hate on our planet, awakening all beings from their spiritual amnesia. See this light spreading throughout the entire universe. Mentally chanting love, 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 love. Love, love. As we feel this love, this light within us here in this moment, we've opened our hearts to receive that light that is always flowing to us. This light of love is always flowing to us, but it is we, by our love, who must complete the circuit. As we feel this love, we can share this love with our planet. We can send healing energy to our loved ones. Perhaps you know someone in need of healing energy. Perhaps you know someone in need of physical healing, mental healing, spiritual healing. Bring that loved one into your mind's eye now, or anyone that you would like to share this healing vibration with, this blissful energy. See them smiling back at you as you say their name mentally. See them in a state where they are happy and free. Imagine them saying to you, now in this future state, they're happy and free, that they wouldn't trade these challenges for anything in the world, for how much they've learned from them and grown. See the light pouring out of your heart, this light of love pouring into their heart and filling them with healing light. That light permeates every fiber of their being and into their brain. That light becomes so bright within them that that light pours out of their heart back into yours. Joining together with our loved ones and all of us here in this room, we allow this blissful energy in our heart center to expand in this room, bathing this room in love. Swami Kriyananda tells us that love is bliss in motion. Our job here on earth is to learn how to become even-minded and cheerful, to open our hearts and feel this joy so that we can share that love with everyone. Remembering that the secret to inner peace is in giving joy rather than demanding it from others. As we give this joy out to our planet here and joining together with our Divine Mother, as this light radiates out from our heart, filling the room, filling this building, blessing this space, blessing this building, this place of creative expression, blessing the art studios here, blessing all of those who are in business in this space, seeing this light expanding out from this space, out into the neighborhood, into the streets, blessing the neighborhood, blessing those who work and live here, blessing all those who come here. This light is expanding out into the state, blessing our state, filling it with light. There's so many great souls in this state. So many good people that are wanting to make this world a better place. See this light pouring into their hearts and giving them the strength, the vitality, the wisdom they need as this light continues to expand out into our country. So many great souls in this country, so many warriors of light have come during this time to help us to transition through this time, to move into the higher age that we are moving into, to get us through this rocky period. See them being filled with this light, giving them energy and vitality for their bodies, wisdom and clarity for their minds, ever new joy for their souls. Feel this love permeating our country, dispelling the darkness, the fear, and the hate, dispelling it with our love that is pouring out from us, that is pouring out as our true self, reminding everyone of what they really are as this light expands out from our country across the waters, nourishing and purifying the waters, the sea creatures, the reefs. This light is expanding to all countries now. Areas of unrest. See this light, this healing light pouring over all countries and wrapping around Mother Earth as she floats in space. Swirling iridescent rainbow light swirling around her. All those with open hearts feel this ripple of light, bringing them calmness. Taking a breath, sigh out. Feel this planet become calm. Now, with our palms together in front of our hearts, joining together with Mother Nature, with our Divine Mother, we're going to say this prayer out loud, repeating this prayer after me out loud. And then we'll rub our palms together, and then we'll raise our palms and let this light pour out from our hearts, out through our arms, out through our palms, filling this earth and then this universe with light. So with the palms together in front of the heart, gaze uplifted to the point between the eyebrows, repeating this prayer out loud after me. Divine Mother,
Divine Mother,
Thou art omnipresent.
Thou art omnipresent.
Thou art in all thy children.
Thou art in all thy children.
Manifest thy healing presence
Manifest thy healing presence
in all bodies,
in all bodies,
all minds,
all minds,
and all souls.
all souls.
Rubbing the palms together, feeling this warm magnetic energy in the palms. We are beacons of light, of love. Send this searchlight out in all directions to fill our planet and the universe. Taking in a deep breath. Palms up. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace. Here in the afterglow of your meditation, your prayers are amplified. Take a moment now connecting with the primal force. The Emperor of the universe is your Father. Everything that is His is already yours. Ask for, demand, not as a beggar, clarity and wisdom for your mind, energy and vitality for your body, ever new joy and passion for your soul. Take a moment, just commune with Him, never judging you. You are His child. Ask for what you need, any qualities, abilities. Take a moment. Om. Peace. Amen. Joy to you, friends. If you would like to come all the way back into your body, we can double inhale and tense together. Let's go ahead and throw the breath out. Now, double inhale and tense. Low, medium, high, vibrating, all the tension, all the muscles, and exhale. Relax, release, feel all that energy coming back into your body, back here. Blessings to all of you.